episode 11, go. Stand by Nicoletta, please. Nicoletta, go. Good morning. Oh, la. Right. This is number 11. I've got to remember what time I started. 11. No, 7 minutes past. So that means I've got to finish at 22-ish. Right. Oh, la. Right, I'm coming from this angle now because it's been such a hit going as if... I'm going to move my mic. Don't get upset. As long as you can't see it. I've been getting so many people like this angle with my hands. So I'm going to do that. Firstly, I have to apologise for the diabolical camera angle, the last one. It was a right old mess, I have to tell you. Well, I don't have to tell you. You know. You saw it. Where should I put that? I've got to put my notes there. Yeah, so sorry about that. Sparky and Scott, surely to God, you've got an old hothead camera or something that can help me out here. I'm going to move this because I'm a bit discombobulated. Oh, it's actually fallen off. It's actually come off. Hang on. Oh, it's come off. Hang on. I'm just winding it back onto the table. See, this is when you need staff, isn't it? Right, let's see if that works. Oh, what a kerfuffle. See, this, you can prove this is... I don't edit any of this. Wouldn't know how to begin. Yeah, so sorry about the camera angle. Nightmare. I had a massive response to the wood pigeon and the ring collar dove and the call of the lollo. Massive response. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do that again when Bethany's around because I don't tinker with my phone because it's just going to mess everything up if I do. So I can't press play on that. Oh look, here we go. The edge pieces are very rewarding, as you're all telling me. They're all very rewarding. Right, here we go. Now, I'm just going to get the box. I've got to walk right around here now. Right, just to remind you. Oh, brickwork. Here, I've put a lot of brickwork, haven't I? And I think this brickwork that I've got here, guys and girls, goes here. And some of these colours, look, in the windows are helping me. Because look here. Can you see? Oh, great. I think she's very... I'm going to put that down. Is that so you can still see it good? Oh, that's very pleasing. That's very rewarding. I've had an email from Matt of Croydon, and he has now started being spotted in Croydon and being stopped, which you shouldn't really stop someone on a jog because well, it's not a jog, is it? It's a run. You're running. I'm sort of jogging. I've discovered that actually breathing and talking while you're running, it doesn't work for me at all. So when we went on our couch to 5k thing yesterday, where I nearly died again, I was saying hello to people and Fred said, you've got to stop, Mum, because it's not working. I think the whole breath intake and stuff is actually just tipping me over the edge. That's not right. Any more brickwork? Brick, yes. Yes, there is. Oh, no. Not going in there. Luke has emailed me from Epsom. Right, Luke from Epsom. He's emailed to say, I bet your glasses are absolutely filthy because I've not been there to clean them. And you are correct, young man. They're absolutely disgraceful. So the minute the lockdown comes, you can just drive over the Dartford Bridge. I'll even pay you the crossing. And you can come and do that for me. Thank you. Because it turns out no one can clean glasses like, well, A, young people, and B, someone who wants to. He's got like cloths and everything, which I don't possess. Well, I did have them when my glasses first arrived, and then I lost them. I've got to go back round here. I've got to remember to be here. Cup of tea. Now, this tea I've got is insipid because I've left the tea bag in. But it's only... It's not working, is it? Soha has emailed again, asking if we can plug her Lebanese cider. That's the most revolting tea I've ever made myself. Yes, Lebanese cider is the way to go. And Soha makes it. And so, yeah, okay, I'm plugging it. There we go. I'd like a case. Okay, so Zoe and Ollie in Devon. Now I play Words for Friends, right? I play Words for Friends, and game on my phone. It's a bit like Scrabble, and I play it against my friend Zoe's boyfriend, not boyfriend. If you get too long to be a boyfriend, partner. Let's say fiance. So Zoe's fiance. Because it's gone on long enough now, don't you think? I think so. He sulks when I win. So I play. I'm nearly smashing him 3 in a row, I think. Possibly 4 in a row, I can't remember. Anyway, he goes very quiet, and if I win, Zoe has a bit of a rubbish time down there due to his unsportsmanlike behaviour on a game, on an app. So this is a big shout out saying, Ollie, play your next word, babes. Don't be scared. I don't know if any of you have seen Cheer. It's on Netflix, right? Sorry, I've got a bit absorbed in the actual jigsaw today, so I'm not really concentrating on my speaking as much as I should. But I've actually found myself a little bit absorbed by the jigsaw. Anyway, Cheer is on Netflix, right? And it's about cheerleaders, which sounds a bit... Now, have I even said this story? I don't know. I know I've told a couple of friends, but I'm going to say it anyway and apologise if I've said it before. But Cheer is about cheerleading, and it's massive over in the Americas, obviously, a bit like coronavirus. And they rehearse and practice for hours on end, throwing each other in the air, have injuries, they still work on broken legs and all that sort of malarkey, right? Real pain. And as I said before, Bethany and I are trying to get fit-ish. And anyway, so we were watching this and it was just mind-blowing what they do. And I said to Bethany, Christ, it's incredible. And also, I bought Bethany a skipping rope for Christmas. It was from Argos. Count so many steps, you know, how many skips you've done and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so we were watching this and we were in awe of these kids. It was like ridiculous. Anyway, I said to Bethany, it's unbelievable, isn't it, what they do? And I think Bethany's managed to skip, what is it, Beth, about, well, she's not here, about, I'd say 3 minutes max, and that includes a break, right? Includes a break. Just turning my phone off there, guys. Anyway, so we were watching it, and I said, it's unbelievable, isn't it? And she went, yeah, but they're not skipping, are they? Quite right, see? All of that effort they're doing, but what they're not doing is what Bethany's managed to do, is skip for less than 3 minutes. And she had a very good point there. She was completely correct. She has an insight. So, yeah, they might think they're great all being thrown in the air and stuff, but can they skip for less than 3 minutes in the garden with the mum counting in a deck chair? No, they can't, I'll wager. Right, oh, please. Yes, boom. I have heard from, I've had a joint email from Rach and Emily, both who now live in West London. Rach, formerly of Lewis, near Mark of Lewis, but now West London, saying we're hoping to go back to Abu Dhabi because we didn't see many sites when we were out there last time. We've got a few to catch up on. This is relating to a story when a few of us went out to work. The Pope was doing a great big mass out in Abu Dhabi, and we went out to work on it and stuff, and Rachel and Emily managed to get some sightseeing done. Quite a lot of sights, actually everything. They saw everything out there. The only thing I don't think they did was an overnight desert ride. So I think they're being cheeky by writing that. I think they're just rubbing that in. I didn't get to see any of it. But it's nice that they've been in touch and reminded me of the fact that they managed to see the mosque. I don't know whether they did the Ferrari World. I think that's about the only thing they missed out on. Lynn and Malcolm in Leicester, hope you're okay. Been less talk about the masturbator, so I felt a bit better about that for you guys, because, oh, is that going to go there? Yes, thanking you. I think we're getting the bottom. Hang on, I've got to go back around here now to get my lid. Hold on. So, we're getting this bit here. This bit is over here, isn't it? Now, this is, I think the next couple of episodes are when my camera is going to exceed. Yeah, I'm going to have to really sort my, oh, I've got a corner bit. I've got a corner bit. Right, I think, right, that's that bit. Boom. Coming down to this housey bit is so mental. There we go. Housey bit down here, along the bottom. La la la. I think we've got that. Moving to the books bit. Grey books first. Colour books. I don't know what this is. Do you know, I haven't even really looked at what on earth this is all about, this jigsaw, but maybe I shouldn't look into the mind of the person who drew it. More books, all books, all books. In jolliness. But I've got up here, that goes there. See that bit of jigsaw's in the way, isn't it? The actual branding's in the way there. Oh yeah, this isn't going to work now, is it? I'm going to have to speak to the boys tomorrow to work out how to get my camera higher. Especially if Scott and Sparky aren't coming up with the goods. Just so you know, Mum had her Waitrose moussaka. She had a little bit of salad with it, and I'm just reading my notes what she had to write what she had. And she put her bunting out and sat out yesterday with the school, not with her school. She did that with her road yesterday, which was nice. We live on a bit of a faster road, so it wasn't so fun. So we didn't sit out. I've had an email about someone from Ireland asking, was Mark doing his double stamp in Dublin in 1987? Because I think my baby might be his. So this is referring to a friend of ours, just in case you haven't listened, which is foolish because this will make even less sense than people who have listened, right? I mean, it's absolute rubbish. I'm talking all the time. So if you don't know what I'm talking about now, God help you. So yeah, he basically does this extraordinary dance where he gets a little bit tipsy. And then, in a nutshell, he starts to do a double stamp. He spins around and goes with his foot a double stamp, and then he looks at the women in the eyes. He looks like a demon. He looks at you directly in the eyes, and he sort of lures you in. But he's written to me the other day and told me that actually that double stamp and that spin around is a fertility dance, and it's famous. It's famous for being a fertility dance in Dublin. Someone's written in asking, was he there? I will ask him, because maybe we have to have a DNA test or something. Because if you're saying that actually you were there in the same club and you recognise the whole move, then very potentially, I'll email him. Liz and Laura, they down in Brighton, their VE celebrations were a bit. I keep saying VD day. It's got to stop. I said VD glasses the other day instead of VR. I'm just either such a child or just got something wrong with me. Got speech impediments. Everybody else was out in their street because of the severe isolating they're doing. Liz made everyone sit behind the glass, and they were all looking behind the glass and waving at people from there, which must have been hilarious to watch. Steve has been Steve's emailed me with his VE day, outfit. Absolutely out of control. He's done. I don't know how to describe it without gagging. It's the kind of thing where it's a big Union Jack, right? Big Union Jack with some Australian flag in it, and then it's very cropped up his bottom. It's really he's basically dressed himself in a flag, but he's not done it properly or safely. It looks a bit dangerous, and I think he might have to go to the doctor's office because he's pulled the flag up so tightly that it can only have some sort of impact on his bits of ball. I don't know what he's doing now. Hold on, what's this? Going back. So Liz, I know you like to see my hands from this angle, but I've got to work out a better sense with my lid. I'm gonna have to put my lid here so I can see my lid, because it's too much to and fro, isn't it? Right, this one, this bit here. What's this? Oh, I've broken it now. Cock. Hold on. What's that then? Looking for the letter A in some sort of weird. Oh, it's this. I think it's this. It's what do you call it? Shelves. No, drawers. Oh, what are they called? Something's happened to me this morning. It's very Saturday. I'm in a very Saturday sort of mood. I've got horrible tea, and I've got this whole new angle. I've got to lean over a bit more on everything. And I think I might have tennis elbow. we were talking about people in care homes the other day, and I was saying, do you know what? Apart from the fact that it's a horrible time there at the moment, I won't mind if someone has to put me in a home. I mean, obviously, if I have to go tomorrow, that's a bit of a test. But because my nanny with a boy, as you now know her, she didn't mind it at all because she thought the whole process was excellent. I mean, and I'm with her. She basically said, like, what's not to love? She said, you sit up in your nightie in the morning. Well, first of all, you get put into bed. You get all washed. You get put a nice nightie on. And then you can watch telly in bed if you like. Watch as much telly as you like. Then in the morning, they prop you up with a cup of tea. They say, do you want your breakfast in bed or do you want to come out? And you think, can't bother to see anyone today. I'm going to have it in my bedroom, thanks. So you have your bedroom. You have that, right? Oh, that's wrong. Then she loved him. This beautiful big Jamaican used to pick her up out of bed and pop her into the bath, wash her all over, put a clean nightie on, pop her back to bed. Now, I'm not being funny. Some people pay a lot of money for that. And so I'm sort of I'm standing by. Oh, what's that one? Oh, up here as well. This jigsaw's bloody enormous, isn't it? Well, actually, I know it's huge. So I'm gonna have to go out. I'm gonna have to go out so far. Well, I do know 1 metre 53 by 1 metre, 101 to be to be fair. Linda and Sparky have emailed, again, a joint one from the both of them, so they must have spoken to one another, and they've emailed to say, do you think there's any way that we could sound more Mancunian? No, there isn't. It's impossible. Apart from being Liam and Noel, no, it's absolutely impossible because you are so Mancunian that no, it's impossible. So that's quite a quick question, that one. I'm still worrying about Steve draped in his flag. Where does that little mushroom go? Mushroom goes along here. Come on, where's the little mushroom? God, this jigsaw's is literally a mental drawing, isn't it? I'm going to need help. The boys are going to have to really help me lay this jigsaw out. Well, not lay it out. They're going to have to really work hard with me tomorrow, whether they like it or not. Actually, I was really laughing this morning. Went to wash my hair. Well, I wash my hair every day, right? Even though now it looks like some sort of Norman Conquest helmet. I was washing my hair and I was drying my hair, and because the hairbrushes sort of go missing in our house, they sort of just, someone will pick it up, put it down, it'll, mooch around. Matt has put it on a piece of string, so it's attached to, so the hairdryer comes out, fine, plug that in, but Matt has actually he's attached it by a piece of string so it can't go missing. How hilarious is that? That I am 51 and can't be trusted with a hairbrush out of, well, it's actually lashed down, which I suppose is a good plan, but it also wasn't far enough, so I couldn't quite brush my hair. Anyway, so I just thought that's so bloody hilarious. A couple of people have messaged about Tim Tams, and on my phone, I'm going to have to print them out. I'm going to have to print the emails out because I've had quite a few emails. I had one from Darren, Nathan, Kieran's emails about Beck too, Pam has emailed from a boat. But I have to print them out because what I don't want to do is look on my phone because I'm worried it turns the camera off and then I've lost a whole episode. And I did take off yesterday. I did take off Bank Holiday Monday. So I'm going to try and catch up. But I did take Bank Holiday Monday off yesterday for many reasons. Right, now this, I seem to be fiddle-arsing around today with this, and I'm not sure why. I'm concentrating very, very much on, what other notes have I got? Oh yes, Stephen and Stephen. I can't remember if I told you about it. So Stephen and Stephen in Brighton. No, they're not. They're in Sussex. They messaged because one of the Stephen works in a care home, right, and the other one has been furloughed. Now, Stephen, who works in the care home, confusing because they're two Stevens, it's a double Stephen situation, but the other one's now got to be responsible for the towels. Now, Stephen, care home Stephen, has always washed the towels, and when we see him, he absolutely full-on brags about how his towels that he's had for like 30 years are as fluffy and as white as he first got them. And sometimes mine look a little bit like crisps, where if I don't put them in tumble dryer, they don't sort of fluff up, and the whiteness gradually goes. It's not. I don't put them in with. I don't mix my knickers with my, you know, tea towels and stuff, or my towels. But sometimes the whiteness isn't that beautiful white. However, Stephen's are, and he goes on about it. Anyway, so Stephen, who's not furloughed, Stephen, he's got a massive pressure now because he has to keep those towels whiter than white. We discussed this yesterday at length. I was worried for him because that's almost like Stephen's branding. Right, now this corner, then the building, then it goes to some little yellow flowers. So look, building, yellow flowers. I'm going to look for them. Of course, it could be in this massive amount of, there could have erroneously be a bit in there, or this extra bit here, of which I'll be discovering. And I am waiting for notes of how that, once I've got the edges, once I've done all this, I'm going to need some serious work on how to start taking bits out and where to put them. That's going to be the next challenge, isn't it? Oh, straight in. I put the gloves on because it's too hot to wear a jumper, and I've got a lot of comments on the gloves. I think it looks a bit weird and sinister with the jewellery over the top, but I couldn't fit them on properly. It made my hands swell a bit. Right, where is this? Where is it? Where's this? That's the yellow flag. Oh, it's with that broken bit. It's with that broken bit. Right, it is the yellow flower, and it goes at the bottom of this. It goes at the bottom of the building, which is all obviously in the wrong place because I'm going to see if I can move it up a bit, right? I'm going to see if I can move this up a bit and still be in camera. Is that still in? Yes. Yes. It still don't help because this is still absolutely, massively not anywhere near. Absolutely not anywhere near the scale of it. I think tomorrow's episode I'll be a bit more interesting in because I have had the emails that I need to refer to, and they are absolutely hilarious. Here we go. Whoops. So yes, I think I need to work it out. I don't know whether I should waste your time with faffing around like this one, actually. This episode isn't the funniest one I've done, I grant you. But between my tennis elbow, which is hurting my thumb, and the fact that I didn't print the emails out like an absolute buffoon. Oh, I'll tell you what I do remember, though. I do remember that Steve told me in his last email, with the photograph attached, I do have that, and that's quite shocking, but he keeps banging on about koalas. Don't get any koalas because they've got chlamydia. So, well, first of all, fortunately, in the Essex, not fortunately, because I quite like the look of a koala, but I don't want to get chlamydia. I managed to escape all of that nonsense in the 80s. I don't want to just pick up a koala and pet it and then end up with some hideous, chlamydia. Right, where is this red and white bit? See this red and white bit? Let me show you. They're like chevrons. Right, I'm looking for those now. I'm looking for those on the box. I bet you're screaming at the box saying, there it is, Ju. There, beautiful. I very much also want to say thank you to the people that have sent me in. I'm going to have to move the utility shoe somewhere. Might as well move you there. Move that Miffy. Move that Miffy. Move my mum. Move Nath. Move Nath. Oh. See, maybe someone professional might be able to actually give me some clues as how to do this better. But for the moment, we're just muddling our way through because it's a funny time, isn't it? I've literally forgotten what I was telling you. I think the problem is the whole situation with the dog, with Florrie jumping on the other day, sort of just blew everyone's minds, and I can't compete with that because that was so. I've never seen her do it, and I was saying to Liz as well that what's hilarious is that bloody dog. I have to lift her in and out of the car and in and out of her bed. So the cheek of her actually deciding she can physically jump up was also the thing that blew my mind. Here we go. I just rang my mum and she dozed off again in the chair. So she got up, dozed off again. Right, this thing is down here, under this. Oh, look, hurrah. What's happened is, I've actually become transfixed with a jigsaw. And actually, my anecdotes aren't anywhere as funny as the level of conviction I'm putting here into this jigsaw. The Freditor, annoyingly, has got an assessment next week. He's concentrating so hard. So the last one I edited to get... Well, I say edited. I don't edit me, as I said. I just edit, put the music on at the logo and stuff. But I cannot work out how to put the thumbnails on at the beginning. Because I didn't upgrade my PowerPoint. I didn't upgrade when my computer updated. We didn't have the money to update. It's quite a lot of money for all those different things, PowerPoint and whatever. So I didn't update them, and as a result, now I can't actually do anything like that. So I'm struggling with that. So apologies if the Frediting. I'm not furloughing him. He's doing his work, and it's really getting on my wick. I spoke to Dwayne yesterday. He's emailed today, but I spoke to him yesterday, and he was telling me because his sister works, she's a paediatric consultant, she's very, very brainy, right? And so she gets clapped on a Thursday, obviously. But he said that she's actually demanding that she gets clapped around her house now. And they live together. And he said that she sort of, when she comes into the kitchen or when she, she comes into the house, he has to clap her. Which I think is fair enough, but it must be a bit tiring every time you look at your sister and you've got to clap her. Right, these are nice. These are nice, Pete. This is pretty. What's that though? That's with the flowers. That's with the broken bit. This is over here, guys. That broken bit is so distressing. Look. That is so annoying, isn't it? Because if I push it too far, it's going to break. So Lisbeth, tomorrow I'll do the wood pigeon again, and I'll do the ring-collared dove. I just need the team around me now. I need Bethany. I need Bethany with her phone. Because she is I need to cue her. Or I need a whole now sound system. Basically. Well, I think I'm gonna see if this works. I'm gonna see if this mic works on this side. Because I'm not convinced it does. And I'm gonna have to work out a cunning way of doing this jigsaw for you properly, with keeping my arms in and while stretching right over there and moving around. And I'm going to have to check my pre-show. Steve, you will laugh because my pre-show checks are so rubbish and not diligent, as you know, because one of them I recorded without switching the bloody mic on. And I found myself going, hey, hey, into the mic. Something I've always mocked sound people for doing. But I did it to make myself amused. And what I haven't done yet is play soft rock through my system to check it. Because what I have learnt is that sound engineers, if you leave them alone and you actually give them time, they're always fighting for time, right? Because they need time and they need quiet, and they're always fighting for it. And I now know why people resist it. It's because they always play soft rock. Like Toto Sharrett, who I work with, who's just an absolute living legend, Obsessed by Toto by Africa. Or is it Africa by Toto? Can't remember. I can't remember. No, it must be Toto. Africa by Toto. I can't remember. Anyway, so what I might do tomorrow for my sound check is play a bit of that. But I don't know. It's not helping me at the moment. Anything I'm doing is just, it seems to be getting worse and more shambolic. Apart from the jigsaw, but please remember that this is 5,000 pieces. And I've been doing, how many is this? This is number 11. This is my 11th day of doing this. And I haven't successfully done the edges. So I probably will be in that wardened housing by the time, by the time I get to even doing the middle bits. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Big shout out to KP New York. And everybody else, Luke, hurry up and get and clean my glasses, because maybe that's the issue. But lots of love, and I'll get this sorted tomorrow and get a bit more on it. Lots of love. Bye.